We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Lagash. Give our honors to the apostles that rule well. Salutation to the brothers in the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and sincerity. All right. E is revealing his true nature, theft. Right. E is revealing his true nature, theft. All right. We know E is a big thief of the world. He steals, he rob, he rape, he murder, and brings swords or all different types of atrocity to Yasharala and among other people. All right. The scripture said E can never have enough, man. This devil cannot have enough. He's already in his queendom and he got everything that the heart could desire, man. But we see how his queendom is falling, how his business is falling apart, right? He's losing it, right? So now he's stealing, right? He's stealing. And we're going to bring out two videos and we're going to bring out scriptures to correlate with the video, okay? Here's the first video right here. All right, bear with me. There we go.
Shoplifting is out of hand. I was in my local Manhattan drugstore when I saw a guy kneeling next to a shelf. He was grabbing everything that he could and stuffing it all into a large bag. He then walked right out past the counter. So I followed him. He had so much stuff in that bag, he was having a hard time even carrying it. And when I went back to report this guy to the store clerks, they told me, well, this happens all the time. They say shoplifters hit the store a few times every day. And in fact, a week earlier, I saw another man shoplift 3 cases of White Claw, and all the clerks could do was yell at the guy. They explained to me that they are told not to confront the shoplifters in case they turn violent. The new progressive Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has created a task force to study shoplifting, but the report, get this, won't be ready until May. Critics say Bragg's refusal to prosecute low-level offenses like shoplifting gives criminals a free pass.
Alvin Bragg is on the wrong side of the fence because ultimately we elect a district attorney to uphold the rule of law. We don't have Bernie Sanders or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as the district attorneys. We elected someone that was going to uphold the rule of law, and it's not happening in the county of New York.
Well, last year, there are more than 26,000 reported shoplifting cases in New York City. It's the highest level since the early 1990s. And the massive amount of stealing stuff in stores is forcing some of the convenience stores to close. Despite that, Bragg vowed he will not file charges against someone stealing less than $250. I went back to my drugstore on Friday to pick something up, and guess what? The cops beat me to it. They were already there investigating yet another shoplifting report.
Well, it's stunning. And the other thing you find out is that it's happening all over. It's not just in New York City. It's probably coming to your city as well. We know it's happening in San Francisco and LA. And the other thing is that these stores are deciding to do is just to shut down altogether, which means then you have empty storefronts and additional problems that lead from there.
People out of jobs, $200,000 worth of stuff stolen from one Manhattan convenience store, and they're closed now too.
I gotta say, you were braver than me. I don't think I would have followed him. I don't think I would have.
Well, I was so ticked off.
Yeah.
I mean, you see a guy just brazenly doing that. Then.
Con, see? You see, and mind you, these are E, right? These are E Nation stealing, right? From his own nation. Okay? If it was a Jake, they would have had a knee on his neck. They would have riddled him with bullets. They would have shot him dead. But since this is E Queendom, he's like kind of untouchable, so to speak, right? And they know it's their own nation. They know it's E stealing, right? Stealing in Walmarts and CVS, right? Home Depot. I met a guy, right? He's a security guard for Home Depot. He's an undercover, and he's a brother. He saw E stealing plywood He saw E stealing 5 gallons of paint and among electrical things, man. It was worth over $2,000. You know what they told the brother, which was an undercover? They said, let him go. Just retrieve the merchandise and let him go. Just imagine if it was a Hebrew Israelite, a Jake, right? A so-called Negro, a so-called Latino, right? So-called native. Just imagine. They would have pumped their brother or sister with bullets, or they would have locked them up. But since it was E, they said, let him go. Man, wow, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? Hey, he's just showing his true nature, man. He's a big thief, man. Right? He stole America, right, from the natives, right? And this land belonged to the natives. The scripture said in Numbers 33, right? Let me get it for you. Numbers 33, verse 35. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 35:33, Salakia. Numbers 35:33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defile the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, by the blood of him that is shed it. Right? Yeah. So blood. Yeah. Salakia E. We don't want your apologies. We don't want none of your reparation. We just want your blood, man. We want your head on a platter, E. That's all we want, man. And of course, you got to serve us for 1,000 years, man. Then you got to be exterminated, right? You got to be exterminated like roaches and like rats, vermins. You got to go, E. You got to go. Okay? Let me bring one more scripture real quick. Ecclesiastes 8:13. But it shall not be well with the wicked. That's you, E. Neither shall he prolong his days. That's you, E, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh. Yeah, you're going to be like a shadow. People going to be like, yo, where's E? Where he at? Where he at? You know? Because after you serve us for 1,000 years, you're going to be obliterated, man. You got to go, E. You got to go. Have fun, right? Max out your credit cards. Go ahead and steal CVS, Walgreens, Target, right? Because you're the biggest thief of the world, man. You're the biggest thief of the world. You know, in the ancient world, man, when we gather grapes and so on, we leave grapes for the poor, for the fatherless, for the widow. You want everything, man. You want everything, you wicked bastard. All right, I got another video I want to show real quick, right? Here we go.
We're now getting word that Walmart is putting these devices on their steak, as you can see right here in this clip, stopping people from stealing it.
And most of these people are the E nation, right? They have to put security wire devices on them, man, right? And this numerous and plethora of videos where E, right, the man and woman taking steaks and ground beef, minced beef, and eating it right there in the supermarket, man. That's his true nature, right? That's his true nature. He loved his steak or raw. He loved his meat raw, right? Continue with this video.
That is how bad things have got at this point. So these original clips were shared on TikTok showing this ribeye steak selling for $20.83, locked up because people are stealing stuff so bad. I've showed you clip after clip, time and time again, of these people walking in the stores, taking what they want and walking right out the front door. There's actually a clip at this length of a whole nother incident and series of events where people are filling up bags and walking right out of the store and no one is stopping them. The workers are being told do not confront them because they may react violently. Now, throughout all my life and in the past, I can't remember that ever being.
It said the store owners told the workers not to confront them because they're going to act violently. Who's that? Who's that? That's E. Because it was J. It said, arrest them immediately. Arrest them immediately. Call the police, quick. That's what they would do. But the store owner told the workers, do not approach them because they might act violently. Right? We know who that's talking about, man. E, you got to go, man. You got to go. You know, keep doing what you're doing. Steal, rape, rob, murder, right? All atrocities that you brung upon us, man. Right? What you did to Floyd George, man. What you did to Breonna Taylor. What you did to Trayvon Martin, right? Eric Gardner. And the list goes on, right? You are the devil that the Bible speak of. But you look out for your own. He could go into supermarkets and Targets and Publix and Fiesta and all these different supermarkets and walk out with a case of steak. But you heard what the man said, right? He said, told the workers, do not approach E because he might act violently. Right? It's too late for that. He brought violence to the earth. Right? Wars brewing up with Russia and America. What about the violence that he brought upon the natives? Right? The Tajanos, the Mayans, the Aztecs. Right? Well, what about all the violence he brought upon the earth to this very day? All right? But anyway, E is revealing his true nature. Theft. Right? Next precept. Oh, Salakia. Let me see if I finish that video. Salakia.
Told us ever at any point, it was pretty much like if you get caught stealing and the cops beat you down or whatever happens because you got caught stealing. Not seeing any police activity, anyone trying to stop these people, except for an old lady in one clip that stopped a guy at a grocery store and ripped his mask off, and they did get the card away from him. So props to her. But this is what it's turning into in our country, where they're having to lock down meat in certain areas. Now, this was out of Florida. I'm sure other places are going to start to see something similar. If you do, let me know, dapu7@yahoo.com. Follow me on Twitter.
All right, I got a scripture. 2 Ezra 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Right? Of course, these different neighborhoods, different cities of America, right? Yo, when it's time to eat, when it's time to drink, or whatever case might be, neighbors ain't gonna have pity for one another. Hey, but E don't have pity for the grocery owners, which are E Nation, right? That's not having pity for his neighbor, because most of these supermarkets and Walmarts and Target, who own them? E. Does he have pity? No. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for a great tribulation. Right? That time is coming, man, when people gonna be running into other people's house with their guns, with their Glocks, with their revolvers, with their big AKAs, right? So they could eat and spoil their goods because of lack of bread, because we know a great famine is coming upon America, man. All right. Certain products in these supermarkets in certain supermarkets, products are missing. Right? Certain products went up by 20 or 30%. Okay? That's how they do it. What they do, they increase the price of some of these goods until they can't deliver it no more. Right? Some of these trucks, there's a lot of product in some of these ports, I mean, it's just getting worse and worse for the 2/3 in these other nations, man. And there we go, and for great tribulations, man. So we got to stay prayed up. We got to believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that he's going to deliver us through this ordeal, man. He's going to deliver us through this ordeal. Hey, these are the signs of the times, and we are in the end days. As Apostle Taha said, 2022 is going to be turned up, man. It's going to be turned up. Hey, we excited, man. The brothers and sisters that's in the know, we excited. We happy about these things, man. All right, we want these things to happen. Okay, we waiting for the MOTB. We waiting for World War III, man. The destruction of America. Your brothers keep fasting, brothers and sisters keep fasting and praying for the demise and for the end of this flaming fairy, right, rulership. Because we tired of this flaming fairy. All right, this fairy got to go. This red, pink fairy got to go. Death to you, E, and your whole nation. All right. Kwame Yasharala, Raj Yasharala. Signing out.